In this video, we're going to use Google Sheets built-in calculator, and we're going to learn some efficient methods to use it in case we do make changes to our table, our sheets. And we're also going to learn how to format some of the cells so that it's showing the appropriate, appropriate format. So the first thing is, notice how here I have my soda at $2.99. I'm buying 3. And I actually typed in a calculation here instead of actually multiplying in my head or doing it by hand or using a calculator. On the Google Sheets, I simply typed equals $2.90 times 3, and the asterisk key is the multiplication, and I hit enter and it calculates that. However, that's probably not the most efficient method all the time. Let's say I change the value or the quantity to 5. Okay, and to do that, I'm going to have to go ahead and retype in $2.99 times 5, and then it'll recalculate that for me. But okay, is there a better method? There really is. What we're going to want to do now is, let's say I'm going to say equals, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the cell D5 right here, and notice how here it says equals D5. They knew that value is $2.99. I'm going to do times. And I could type in or click on the cell E5 because I want this cell. I'm going to go ahead and just type in this time to show that we could type it in. I'm going to hit enter and actually change the value. And the reason that's better is because now if I decide I only want 4 bottles of soda, it's going to automatically change the value every single time. Okay. So that works out, and I'm going to go ahead and make that change for each of these. So here I'm going to do equals, and notice how they start a suggestion. They're basing it off our previous change, and they're smart about this, so they rightly assume that we want to multiply D6 times E6. And same thing here. I'm going to do equals, and then they have the suggestion. But of course, we could just do click times click, and hit enter, and it'll make the change anyways. Another thing is, notice how they changed the format to dollars. They knew that we were talking about money because here we had the $2.99, so they knew we were multiplying money. But let's say it didn't do that automatically, and I want to make that change. I'm going to go ahead and highlight all the cells. I'm going to go ahead and go to Format, Number, and right now it's set on automatic. That's why I knew to change it automatically, but I could always also just change it to currency. I could do round it to nearest dollar, but I don't want that. I'm going to click currency. Okay, so that's how we go ahead and modify the format of the cell. And finally, using the auto sum. I'm not sure if you noticed, but when I was changing the different quantities, let's change back to 3, it changes everything, including the total cost. And what I did is I didn't just tell it to add the 3 together by going like this. Let's go and review it. I didn't just say equals this plus this plus this. What I did actually was use the auto sum feature. So we could type in a command, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight all the cells I want to add together. I'm going to click up to this functions icon, click on it, and I'm going to do sum. There's a lot of different calculations we could do, but for our purposes on here, we just want to add it together. So I'm going to hit sum, hit enter, and it's going to automatically add them all up together.